co-promoters in the UFC, but we've always got a done deal with Conor. You know what I mean? When you look at Conor McGregor and his value that he brings, he's incredible. The guy's a global superstar. You know, you can say whatever you want about, you know, his talking and everything. He always backs it up. He will literally fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. So if anybody deserves the money, it's Conor, you know. We've always dealt well together from day one up to today, and we'll get a deal done.
Here with UFC President Dana White ahead of UFC 217 inside Madison Square Garden, and emotions are always running high when it gets to Friday at a weigh-in. It seems particularly high with these top three fights.
Madness, you know. Well, the storyline between the co-main event, you know, combatants, if you will, is second to none. I mean, these guys were former teammates. They hate each other. Both super talented guys, and my pick to be fight of the night.
And then that main event, obviously, George coming back for the first time for 4 years. What kind of sense have you gotten from George after that long, long layoff?
Yeah, I mean, he seems into it. He's in great shape. He's been off for 4 years, and Bisping's an absolute lunatic this week. I mean, the guy is so hard to control right now. I expect that to be a very good fight, too. And then you want to know, Jacek can't keep her hands off off of Rose. It's been a crazy week.
What do you mean it's been hard to control Michael Bisping? What's he doing?
He's an absolute lunatic this week. He's been a terror at the hotel. Every time we do the face-offs, he wants to put his hands on St. Pierre. It's just today he's telling me to get out of his way, and you know he's not going to touch him. I said, you just touched him 3 times. Yeah, you're going to. He's been crazy, man. So I expect these fights to be awesome.
Yeah, is that a good thing or a bad thing that Michael Bisping's so emotional heading into this one?
Who knows? I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. You know, St. Pierre has been. You know what? St. Pierre said I made this mistake once. I got this emotional over a fight. You know, so let Bisping get as emotional as he wants, and he's calm, cool, collected. We'll see if it has an effect on the fight tomorrow.
And Joanna, the strawweight champ, you mentioned her. She's about to tie Ronda Rousey's record if she defeats Namajunas on Saturday. Can you put her into context? What does that mean? What is the significance of that?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Ronda, Ronda is, you know, the best to ever do it. The woman who built, you know, women's mixed martial arts to what it is today. And if she can tie her and then break the record, I mean, it's hard not to call her the greatest ever. You know, not just female fighter. And he would eventually, you know, catch him with some shots. He hit him with a lot of shots. He looked fantastic tonight, and I couldn't be more proud of him.
Do you think he's proud of his performance? I know that you were in there speaking with him.
He's not. He's very upset with himself. He feels like that fight was there for the taking, and, you know, he thinks that the fight was stopped early. I was good with the stoppage. He's not a professional boxer. He stepped in there to fight, you know, arguably the greatest of all time, and he looked damn.
Oh, I thought I was in late Lanzarote. What a mouth! Look at that mouth!
It's only 1.5, Connor.
Isn't it? But it's a rocket ship.
1.6. Any reaction to the threats on your life?
Come and get me! Come and get me!
Has it been sorted?
I thought I was in late Lanzarote. What a mouth! Look at that mouth!
Here's the camera. You're not the horse in the camera. Yeah.
Any reaction to the threats on your life?
Stand back, guys. Off the road. Off the road. Let the men pass.
Has it been sorted?
I thought I was in late Lanzarote. What a mouth! Look at that mouth!
Here's the camera. You're not the horse in the camera. Yeah.
Dana, just to follow up on that a little bit, given how well he did in the fight, against a long guy, if he chose to box again, would you endorse that and would you work with him on it?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Kevin?
I just said if he chose to box again, given how well he did, would you endorse that and work with him on that?
I would rather he did not. You know, this isn't what he does. He's a mixed martial artist where he goes in and he fights and he uses all of his weapons, and tonight he was only allowed to use his hands. I think he did great tonight. I don't think there's anything else left to prove. I would rather he fight mixed martial arts.
Dana, I guess just to kind of follow up on that, let's not talk about Conor McGregor specifically. I mean, this was a special, unique event. Would you be open to entertaining the idea of ever doing this, a cross-promotional bout like this again?
I'm ready to get back to the UFC and do what I do. You know, these guys were amazing to work with. No bullshit, you know me. These guys were awesome. The Team Mayweather, Al Heyman, much respect. These guys were. You know, like I said, I was expecting something completely different coming in to work with these guys because of how long it took to make the Pacquiao fight. But it wasn't. I can tell you, it wasn't this side. That I can promise you. These guys have been fantastic.
And of course, the question on every UFC fan's mind is when is Conor McGregor going to step back to the octagon? I know it's early, but have you had a chance to speak with him at all? I mean, any indication of what should and could come next for him in the UFC?
Yeah, I've been back there with him pretty much this whole time, and we're not talking about fighting tonight. You know, he put on a great performance. We're not talking about fighting. You know how he is, man. When he's ready, he'll let me know.
Dana over here. What's your response after the event tonight to people who said this was going to be a circus, that it would be a farce?
Yeah, you know, you have to have negative people, man. When you're doing stuff like this, it creates the debate and the back and forth. But I knew Conor McGregor's a fighter, you know, and we saw a fight tonight. I don't know if tonight was the best boxing you've ever seen, but we saw a fight. And I mean, Conor was in here landing jabs on Floyd Mayweather. He was hitting him with right hands. He hit him with a big uppercut, hitting him with nice body shots. Conor McGregor looked damn good tonight to me. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I thought he looked awesome, and I'm proud of him.
Do you think your heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic, would do well in a boxing match?
I don't even want to talk about my other guys in a boxing match. This was one of those, you know, two big superstars. This thing built from the bottom up, from the fans to the media, and then up to us when we even started remotely considering something like this. And it was just a real special event and a rare event. I'm not looking to do this again.
Hey, Dana, straight back, all the way back.
Yeah.
Considering that he did as well as he did tonight against Floyd, what do you think would have been the case if he had started out like a regular boxer? Where you mentioned before, guys going 4 rounds, 6 rounds. Tonight he went 10 with Floyd Mayweather. How do you
you foresee yourself with Al Heyman dipping your feet in the pool of MMA, whether it be, you know, something under the PBC brand or the TMT brand?
Was that to him?
Yeah, that was for Leonard. I mean, I asked it again.
Instead of throwing 2s and 3s, I was throwing 6s. And